I'll start the game. It's such a small little window, isn't it? Yes. There we go. Don my gaming headgear here. There we go. Cool beans. So unlike all of the other games we've been playing, this game does not have autosave. And I noticed this after the stream, so I had to spend a little bit of time and get back where we were. So we are where we were last time. Good, everything is working. Good. But I had to spend some time. So now we need to go and do some interrogations, so we can figure out what our name should be, or what Kyle's name should be. I'm thinking Gaffer. That's a great superhero name, Gaffer.
This door just says Gaffer. That sounds like one of your crazy English words. Do you have gaffers as well as geezers in England?
Last time I was in England, we mostly had munters and chavs.
Note to the audience, don't repeat anything Mel says.
I don't really have any reason to go in there. And I'm pretty sure the receptionist would have a problem with it if I even tried.
Damn straight.
Alright, so let's ask Mr. Intimidating Supervillain what our name should be.
Are you still waiting for your audition?
I finished audition hours ago. Now I'm sitting here staring at other contestants to intimidate them.
I think it's working.
The lady at the desk says I need a proper superhero name in order to audition. What do you think I should call myself?
Bourgeois defender of capitalist ideals.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue.
How about just the Purple Defender?
No, I think he's getting somewhere.
Makes you sound like brand of toilet cleaner.
Yeah, maybe not that.
I should go.
Ah. Well, they mentioned something about someone being at the map. We'll do some map investigating. Ooh.
I love the parks of New York. There's nothing quite as exhilarating as becoming one with nature.
Ah.
We can benefit so much from freeing ourselves of the shackles of modern civilization and getting back to man's primal instincts.
It's a bloody park, mate, not a Nepalese Buddhist monastery.
I'll have you know that there are parts of Central Park which are almost 100 yards from the nearest frozen yogurt cart.
Sometimes the stupidest people are the most profound. Oh, hello, darling.
Nice costume.
Says the guy dressed as a giant purple dildo.
My costume only looks like this because I accidentally washed it on the hot cycle.
Whatever you say, honey. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret? Are you entering the America's Got Superpowers contest?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a jaunt away from the theatre, aren't you?
I needed some fresh air. Plus, I was afraid some of the other contestants might try to copy my costume.
Oh.
I can't believe anyone would do that.
Yeah.
You really think that people these days have high moral values and would resist the temptation to rip off another contestant?
That too.
Oh, suddenly, tons of options.
Why did you enter the contest?
I haven't entered yet. They won't let me.
What?
Really? That's disgraceful.
Too right.
Your sexuality and choice of attire shouldn't have any bearing on your entering this contest. It should be open to everyone. That's prejudice, pure and simple. You could complain about them.
Institutional homophobia just panders to the T-billy fucksticks in society.
Language.
You should take a stand
Language.
against this kind of discrimination.
They won't let me enter because I haven't picked a name yet.
Oh.
Oh.
Good luck with that.
The lady at the desk says I need a proper.
I'm not going to
superhero
go through
name
all of
in order
these
to audition.
so that people
What do you
playing
think
have
I should
something
call
new,
myself?
and also so we
Honey,
can
I
get
haven't
going
come up
and
with my own name yet.
do
Why should I help you with yours?
hero things.
It might get your creative juices flowing.
That's not normally a problem I suffer with, but fine. Anything to get you two out of my hair.
So what do you suggest?
Could you be a stealth superhero? How about the purple penetrator?
Let's...
Every woman's
no.
favourite. Batteries sold separately.
Do you know any other superheroes?
Even if I did, darling, I'm far too discreet to ever name any names.
Sure. I wouldn't want to pry.
Alright, you twisted my arm. Do you know that superhero who can bend, twist, and reshape his body into any shape you can imagine?
Yeah, I think I know who you mean.
Uh-huh, Mr. Fabulous.
Really? I thought it was Mr.
Trust me, he's fabulous.
Nuff said.
Too much, some might say.
Wink.
See you later.
Uh-huh, in this outfit you can't very well miss me.
Ain't that the truth?
But hey, I think it's a good option, yes. Yeah, I think purple is the right thing. Just need something a little more, I don't know, patriotic? Hey! Wait a minute. That hair. That disapproving stare. It's Mel!
Hey there.
Oh, excuse me.
Are you here for the auditions?
In a manner of speaking, yes. They call me the Bleeding Heart on account of my political activism.
Not because your heart
My name's
bleeds?
Kyle.
Just Kyle? That's not a very superhero-ish name.
Well, I was going to be called the Perfect Patriot, but that was before the dye ran in my costume.
Oh dear.
How did you manage that?
You know how everything comes out at 40 degrees with Sudzo Biological?
So the advert says.
He found several substances which don't.
Mel, there are two of you.
Homicide, pizza sauce, and ant killer.
Under what possible circumstances could you come into contact with all three of those at the same time?
I was trying to come up with recipes for new cocktails.
You haven't lived until you've tasted a barren malignant transfusion. And you may never live again if you drink the whole thing.
Right.
So why do you want to win America's Got Superpowers?
To be honest, I'm having a bit of a crisis of confidence. I'm hoping that taking part in the contest will reinvigorate my passion for superheroism.
Oh. Does Bleeding Heart have any superpowers?
You look more like a proper superhero than most of these guys. Do you have real superpowers?
In fact, I do. I have super strength, X-ray vision, and flight. All the usual stuff.
Can you leap tall buildings in a single bound?
There's really not much call for that. Most of the time it's easier to just go around.
Ah, well.
Being able to fly must be the ultimate superpower.
And really useful when you run out of milk late at night.
Well, you'd be surprised how rarely you actually need it when fighting crime. Invisibility or super speed would be much more useful.
But you can get to the scene of crimes really quick.
And avoid getting stuck in the crosstown traffic when it's lunchtime and everyone's racing to get to the stage deli.
It definitely has its uses. Of course, you have to agree to certain rules to get your superhero license when you have the power of flight.
Oh.
Really? Like what?
Like always landing before answering a call of nature.
Oh, come on now.
Let's
That's
talk
just
about
gross.
something else.
By all means.
The lady at the desk says I need a proper superhero name in order to audition. What do you think I should call myself?
The Mauve Maverick.
Remember that superheroes can be very well known. Millions of
The
people will know you by this name. So be sure to pick something which won't age or go out of fashion.
Violet Villain.
Yeah, we all remember
No,
what happened
wait.
to Captain Cabbage Patch.
Remember, I was the one who had to scrape him off the pavement.
Ouch.
It should also be something descriptive. Something which tells people who you are.
I'm just gonna
Not
sway
too
like all the
descriptive.
characters who are
I
doing
mean,
the talking.
Don't call yourself Captain Allergic to Cat Hair or something that's going to come back and bite you in the arse.
So what sums you up, Kyle?
I'm proud to be an American. That's why I wanted to call myself the Perfect Patriot.
Well, that's something to work with. Everybody loves a patriot.
Only he doesn't look very perfect anymore, does he? Instead of red, white and blue, he's all shades of violet.
Well, call yourself the Purple Patriot then.
Ah,
It's
yes.
a pretty obvious name.
Everyone will fear
You're
the
not
Purple
exactly
Patriot.
inconspicuous in that outfit, mate. It's perfect.
No, it's purple.
I should go. I have an audition to...
Okay.
Good luck.
Well, let us just sign in here. I think we can do this.
About my superhero name.
Yes.
I've decided to call myself the Purple Patriot.
That's a dreadful name.
Hey.
He's a dreadful superhero.
Well, I suppose it is descriptive.
And you're not exactly overloaded with quality applicants this afternoon.
The standard has dropped a little this year.
I can't help thinking that last year's winner getting eviscerated live on air at his victory parade by Captain Kit Katana might have put one or two people off.
Ugh.
It was so sad. He didn't even have time to release his album of R&B covers.
Fine, you can go in. But
Okay.
if anyone asks how you got past me, I'll claim that you chloroformed me, okay?
Yeah. Just like every girl who ever went to bed with me.
Hey. All right. Well, I guess we can go then. Yes? Let me do a save. Where's the save button? Save button. There you go. Yeah, let's just walk on to
Okay, you can go ahead and audition freely now. I have your information. Before you go, though, do you have any stage experience, or would you like some advice?
Let's get some
Any
oh.
stage
Wait.
experience? I'll have you know that everyone was very impressed with my bottom at the Suncat Summer Festival on Staten Island last year.
I don't know
Oh,
if we do
really?
a stylish
You were in
walk.
a Midsummer Night's Dream?
No, he climbed up on stage and mooned the audience during the first interval.
I got a mention in the New York Ledger.
Well, you didn't actually get your name printed.
No, but the arresting officer did.
One critic said he'd never laughed so much during a performance of Death of a Salesman.
All right. Well, here we are. I suppose we should do the superhero stuff. Yes.
Oh man, I love these machines. I only have to touch one of these and the indicator zooms up and shatters the little bulb on top.
Oh, impressive.
No, mate, you're thinking of a blood pressure monitor.
Oh. Well, let's do the thing. I think we
I
can
don't think we're supposed
sweep
to play
it.
around with the props before the audition begins.
Oh, all right. So we do the microphone thing.
In last year's talent finale, Steven Tyler sang "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing" into this microphone.
I've got a tissue. You can just wipe it off.
And we got Penelope, Stefan, and Kirk.
It's Kirk. He used to be in a detective show where he drove a Trans Am and sported a perm.
He's the guy that all the postmenopausal women throw their Spanx at.
He's very popular in Germany.
So was Goebbels, but he's not a talent show judge.
If he was, I dread to think what the elimination rounds would be like.
I'm a Jew, get me out of here.
Well, let's introduce ourselves.
You can tell we're short on contestants this year. They're even inviting the commissionaires to take part in the auditions.
Huh?
Who's keeping the undesirables out while you're in here?
I thought they were just directed straight to your dressing room.
Don't try to be a smart-ass, son.
Sorry, didn't mean to encroach on your territory.
Burn.
I don't really need to ask which one of you is the Purple Patriot, do I?
I am.
Thank you for pointing out the obvious. I normally have to rely on Louis Walsh for that.
Oh, Stefan, you're so funny.
So you didn't let your wardrobe malfunction stop you from entering the contest, huh?
Oh, crap, really?
Not your zipper, Dopey.
So who's your friend?
That's Mel. He's not taking part. He's just here to lend me moral support.
No, he's your
Yes, it takes a
sidekick.
lot of guts to get up on that stage. Fortunately, you've got a lot of gut to spare.
And to make the odd snide comment when the opportunity arises.
Because we need more of those.
Well, now you're definitely encroaching on my territory.
Let me explain how the contest works. Each contestant is set 3 challenges to prove they have what it takes to be a great superhero. Pass all 3 and you win through to boot camp.
Alright, this'll be easy.
I'll do my best.
Don't go to too much trouble. You'll be one of the joke contestants that we put on for the viewers to laugh at.
I'll prove you wrong. I'll put on an audition you can't possibly say no to.
I admire your balls, kid.
With trousers that tight, we don't really have much choice.
The first challenge is a challenge of strength. You may use any of your powers to achieve it.
Well, gentlemen, the standard this year is lower than ever, so the stage is all yours.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to prove that we are
Stand
strong.
back. I'm going to hit this harder than it's ever been hit before.
Try not to break anything.
Don't worry, it's a pretty sturdy machine.
No, mate, I meant your arm.
I meant anything
Yeah.
of yours.
Alright, game face on. Alley-oop. Ta-da!
I've seen bigger muscles on a seafood platter.
Alright, let's do some running here.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you, mate?
Get ahead of myself? I don't think it's possible to run that fast.
Now that would be a superpower.
I mean, shouldn't you pass the strength test before you start the other tests?
I suppose you're right. I wouldn't want to bite off more than I can chew.
Your waistline suggests you're capable of chewing a considerable amount.
You should see him eat a pizza.
Oh man,
No, mate.
Well, we're just gonna have to do it again.
Try not to break.
Alright, here we go. Alley-oop. And huh. Something
I've
is...
seen
Something isn't quite working here. Mel, I need some help.
Mel, do you have a minute?
What's up, mate? Are you after a...
No, shut up.
Oh, well, that's different.
I need help. How am I ever going to ring the bell on that test your strength machine?
Any chance you could exercise, develop your muscles, and cultivate a physique worthy of an Adonis?
Not in the next 10 minutes.
Then I'd say your best bet is cheating.
Of course. Cheating.
Thanks, Mel.
If you... You've already introduced...
Cheating, huh?
May I speak with you, Your Highness?
Consuela. One of the contestants is trying to speak to me again. Could you call security?
Nope, sorry.
Well, apparently security have gone home for the afternoon, so I guess you may speak with me after all.
This strength test is really kicking my ass.
It'll have to be careful it doesn't get its foot wedged in there.
Did anyone ever tell you you're all heart?
People usually tell me I'm all mouth and trousers.
Well, you do have your waistband just beneath your armpits.
I'll be back.
I'm all a quiver with anticipation.
We'll come back there. We need something sneaky. And yeah, some of those magic potions would be handy.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the
I
judges.
failed my first audition. Can you give me any tips on how to impress the judges?
Penelope impressed by muscles.
Okay.
So, make chowder?
No.
I mean, she impressed by big, strong, manly men.
Uh-huh.
After all that time sitting next to Stefan, I can see how she'd fancy a change.
I mean,
After all...
I should go. I don't...
Damn.
Consuela, can you help me pass this test?
Hello again, miss.
Are you still here?
No, I'm in the middle of my...
I need you to do something for me.
Oh yeah, like that's gonna
Unless
help.
it's part of my official duties, I cannot help you.
Oh, but it's really important. I can pay you.
I'm sorry, but I have been entrusted with certain responsibilities, and I intend to honor those responsibilities.
Well, that's good.
I don't think she's open to bribery.
Bloody immigrants.
Aren't you an immigrant, Mel?
Yeah, but I'm an illegal. We're open to bribery, blackmail, honour killings, all sorts of things.
Miss, could I borrow a pencil?
What for?
Pencil things.
I need it to fill out my application form.
There are no application forms. It's all on computer.
Oh.
Curse the paperless office.
Oh, just forget it.
Consider it forgotten.
Oh, that was nice.
I should...
If Stefan catches me talking during work hours, that counts as my maternity leave.
Well, yeah, apparently honor killings. Though it wouldn't be very honorable to get someone else to do it. I think he's just pulling your leg. So let's do what any good person would do and clog a toilet. No, I haven't played this game, but I did read
You never
the
know,
achievements.
It might come in handy.
On the contrary, I know exactly when it comes in handy.
Bathroom humor, yes.
It does seem like the natural home for toilet paper.
Thank God you didn't put it in its other natural home.
Okay.
There's a lot of toilet paper over here.
One hand.
If you practiced this philosophy at home, we wouldn't need a plumber on retainer.
Impressive.
I feel like I'm starting a collection.
It wouldn't be the first time. At least I won't stumble across it unexpectedly this time.
Yeah, usually you don't have your friends in the bathroom with you. It's for the achievements, Wayne.
Third time's the charm.
I'm not sure that applies to shoving toilet paper into a toilet.
I'll take this with me. It might come in handy.
You haven't got a date with Sean Young, have you?
How's this for ironic? Using a plunger to clog a toilet.
Is that a superpower?
My god, that is ironic. That's even more ironic than rain on your wedding day.
Okay, I've clogged this sucker up good. Now what?
Now we flush
You
it.
really have to ask? Nah, knowing you, you probably do. Don't try this at home, kids.
No fear of that.
Like you need a new way to clog a toilet.
Heh. Achievement unlocked.
It's the door. Eh?
How can you
You won't.
tell?
Have you been drinking? Because, Mr. Short-Term Memory Loss, we just left the bathroom in 6 inches of shallow water.
Haha.
Oh, right. I guess we should do what we normally do.
Come back when someone else has done the work. Too right.
In the meanwhile, meantime, I think we have a thing to deal with. Audition,
again.
yeah.
I thought you might be.
You said you were.
Sometimes I think I only got into the business because of my father.
Was he a superhero too?
No, he was a cop. I come from a family full of Irish cops.
But you're not a cop?
No. No, I'm not. Fighting crime was the family business, though, so it was a natural progression for me.
So if your heart's not in it, why don't you quit and go back to whatever you did before?
I couldn't. It would feel like a betrayal of everything my father stood for. I would be letting him down.
Oh,
I'm sure he'd understand if you explained it to him.
no chance of that. He's...
Not likely. He's got Irish Alzheimer's. He forgets everything except the grudges.
Oh.
I should go. I have an audition to pass.
Huh.
Hello again, miss. I need you to come to the men's room with me.
Down, boy. I do apologise, miss. He's not normally this forward.
No, really. You have to see this.
Someone?
Someone's clogged one of the toilets and flooded the floor.
Yeah, somebody. Not me.
This
No.
job just keeps on giving.
Alright, now we can take her job. Make sure that nobody else gets into the contest, and we win by default. I'll just take these pencils here.
There's a jar of pencils on the desk. They're all neatly sharpened.
Well, let's take one.
There-
Oh, he doesn't need a pencil.
It's the receptionist's desk. There's a rack of trays with papers in it, a stapler, and some pencils. It's very neatly arranged. What is it they say? A tidy desk is the sign of a sick mind?
Or someone who doesn't do any work all day.
Oh yeah, we can use the drawers.
Each drawer in the cabinet is individually locked. There's no way I'm getting in without the key.
Alright.
It's the receptionist's desk. There's a rack of...
There's no keys here. We'll have to come back later. Or we can pull the fire alarm.
Why would I want to break the glass? It would cause panic and get everyone trampling all over each other to get out of the theater.
I've run out of ideas. I want to cause
Always
some
a
mischief.
reason. When did fun become a dirty word?
Nah, I can't do it.
I can respect that, I
Killjoy.
guess.
I think this is just here to make the place look nice. Everyone likes a nice blue sky, don't they?
You're so naive it's not even funny. In a past life, I reckon you were one of the Christians lining up at the Colosseum saying, "Oh look, lions, I love a visit to the zoo."
So, how do we cheat?
Miss Penelope, could I ask you a few questions?
I don't see this on my script. Jonathan, why isn't this on my script?
Because I'm ad-libbing.
You know, mate, it's not often that you get into a conversation where the person you're talking to is intellectually out of their depth. But I think it might have happened again. I think the last time was when you thought that talking photo booth was a man in a mobility scooter.
What do you mean just say the first thing that comes into my head? You know what happens when I do that. Last time, I nearly ended up on a date with Kelsey Grammer.
What about that guy at the bodega with the shriveled eye who always cuts himself on the cheese slicer?
Stumpy? Puh, you wish. You know he stopped cutting himself so often now.
Really? How come?
They've stopped him from slicing the cheese whiz.
Why can't my personal assistant talk to them instead? Yes, I know she went off to do that little favor for me, but how long can you possibly serve for hit and run?
I should just ask her whatever you want to ask, mate. I'm not even sure there's anyone on the other end of that earpiece.
I'm really struggling with the strength test. Can you think of anything that might help?
You could try eating a lot of spinach. Isn't that supposed to have a major effect on your strength?
The main effect spinach has is producing purines, which the body turns into uric acid. That aga-ga-ga-ga sound that Popeye makes, that's him passing another kidney stone.
I should probably get back to these tests.
Okay, I'm going to go back to figuring out which of these buttons gets me another latte.
I feel like I'm missing something. This is generally okay.
I remember you.
You'll have to be a lot more specific than that, bud. I've been in a lot of shows.
Really? I can only think of one.
Back in the 80s, that was a hot property. You know, TV Guide listed me as number 3 in the ones to watch Hot 100.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Right behind Corey Haim and Richard Grieco, weren't you?
You were in that show with a talking car, weren't you?
That's just one of the shows I did. I was in a lot of different shows, bud.
Do you and the car still keep in touch?
Not really. They melted it down to make scaffolding for one of Joan Rivers' facelifts. But that show with the car isn't the only show I ever did. I did a lot of comedy and serious drama, too.
Oh yeah, can't forget that guest appearance in season 6 of Mr. Belvedere.
Hey, bud, don't forget about the 3 months I spent in Chicago Hope.
I don't remember him from that show.
I think he means when he was hospitalised with alcohol poisoning.
Oh, come on now.
Do you have any advice that might help me with this strength test?
Well, you know, I was in some pretty big TV shows in the 80s.
Really? How come you never talk about them?
Why don't you do what I used to do on my lifeguard show when I had to pull off a feat of superhuman physical strength?
Yes? Tell me more.
Really? I didn't know we were allowed to use body doubles.
Ha! You know your life sucks when you get zinged by Kyle.
Do you have any...
Well, you know, why don't you do...
Alright.
Sure, bud, but I didn't do much to help.
See, mate, I told you people can't tell when you're being sarcastic.
Do you...
Of course. Soviet brain.
We've been over that, haven't we? He just has ice powers.
Switch.
Hello, fabulous hero. We need your help. For some reason.
Remember me?
Of course I do. Missed me, huh?
I just wanted to ask you something.
The rumors are true. I'm single.
Aw.
Do you have any superpowers?
What sort of powers?
Well, I don't know. If you're gonna be a superhero, you're going to need some kind of powers.
Well, you could be
He's
Batman.
right. And trust me, I don't find myself saying that often.
Or you
Well,
could
let me
be
put it
Batman.
This way, honey. Would you say that superheroes often need to get revenge?
Lots of bad stuff happens that needs avenging. Yep.
And do superheroes have grudge matches?
Oh yeah, there's always a score to be settled.
Well, honey, nobody knows vengeance or holds a grudge like a gay man who's been scorned.
Okay.
Do you have any advice you could give me about being a good superhero?
Because he's not a good
Well, if there's
superhero
one
yet.
thing my lifestyle has taught me, it's that spandex is a wonderful thing.
Okay.
But it's not for everyone, sweetie. Either lose the spandex or cut back on the club's sandwiches.
Ooh.
That told you.
Have you entered the contest in previous years?
No, I'm a talent contest virgin.
Oh, you won't be able to help then. A virgin is no use to me.
A virgin is no use to anyone, mate.
We'll just let that slide. Nothing. There's very few things to interact with here, which is usually where I get stuck. Like, it wants me to do a very specific thing, and I'm not doing that very specific thing.
I'm back again. You look...
In fact, there's...
How did you get your superpowers?
When I was a young girl, we went back to Ireland for a vacation. While I was there, I kissed the Blarney Stone. I don't know quite what happened, but I started developing these special powers soon after that.
Get off. Next you'll be telling us you got special powers when a leprechaun asked you to rub his shillelagh.
Oh.
Let's talk about something else.
By all means.
I should go.
Flamboyant gives a clue for confronting Stefan, eh? Well, let's go exhaust the conversation topics then. Just trying to avoid that, but you know. You know, Kyle could really use some super speed for his walking here.
Remember me?
No. No, I'm pretty sure I've
So,
said
assuming
anything.
you think of a name, why are you entering?
It's a political statement.
How's that?
I want to show all the haters out there that gay men can be heroes too. Plus, I can be a positive role model for young gay men.
A bit like how Gordon Ramsay is a positive role model for Tourette's sufferers.
No.
Don't be mean to Gordon. If people see someone dressed in the gayest outfit they've ever seen, behaving heroically and fighting crime, maybe it'll change the view on homosexuality and break down a few stereotypes.
So you mean that's not your normal outfit?
Dawkins, no. I work in a law office. Can you imagine the look on the judge's face if I turned up in court wearing this?
Particularly
Lots
if
of
he recognised you
conversation
from a
in
nightclub
this
the night
game.
before.
Alright. I will keep that in
Ain't
mind.
that the truth, hon?
Every game is a little more, is a little different in how they
Have you
handle.
entered the contest in
things.
previous years?
We've already been through that one.
A virgin.
And this one, right?
What's...
Yeah.
He's right.
Well, let me... And do... Well... Even if I...
And we've been through
Alright.
this one.
To try.
And tips, which is probably
Well,
just
if there's one
spandex. All right.
But it's.
So forgive me as we talk to everybody several times. I gotta remember, exit. I don't have to go places. Yep, more judge talking. Let's get these insults a-rolling, I think.
It's Stefan, the bitchy British judge of America's Got Superpowers.
He's heterosexual, in case you were wondering. One of the things that people always notice about Stefan is how damn heterosexual he is.
You're harder to get rid of than genital warts, aren't you? And not nearly so appealing.
And how would you know?
It'll have to be careful it doesn't get its foot wet.
Did anyone...
People...
Well, you do have your waist...
I'll be... Miss...
I should prob...
A little to the right and just above the knee.
You were in that...
That's just one of
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just repeating
luck.
here.
I don't remember. Think. It's Penelope, the sexy songstress turned superhero judge.
She had a famous music video where she danced with a cartoon cat.
People don't give her the credit she deserves.
That's true. It's not easy to be upstaged by a cartoon cat.
You haven't met the animators. Forgive my floundering today.
Have you seen...
There was a guy here earlier, but he went out to get some fresh air. There's a park a couple of blocks east of here. You'll probably find him there.
Yeah, strength test is the ding thing. Yeah, it's possible I could go into the gaffers.
I don't really have any reason to go in here.
Yeah, it's probably going to be...
Plus, we've only got a finite amount of time till the Dragon Lady finishes unblocking that toilet. You should focus on more pressing matters.
Yeah, which I would have thought was something else, so... Well, let's, what the...
Check out the hot chick in the red spandex.
Good job the heating's turned up, or she could have someone's eye out.
I don't get it.
Tish.
I'll add that to the list.
Do you think she's here for the auditions too?
Well, I doubt she's here to fix the ventilation system in that outfit. Though if she is, I'll cheerfully hold the ladder for her.
I can't compete with her. Her costume is awesome, and she's in amazing shape.
I haven't done anything with speakers.
You won't be trying to compete on physique or performance level. You'll be competing on novelty value. A bit like when you get a girl into bed.
Ooh.
Let's talk.
Alright. I don't think it's electronic. I think you're going to need the metal puck to hit the metal bell.
Blast.
Maybe I could get someone else to hit the machine for me.
Frankly, I don't think there's enough room in those tights for anyone else, which is probably a relief to many a woman.
So what can I do?
Everything's metal. Maybe you could figure something out with magnets.
Nobody has magnets.
If
This speaker is hooked up to the stage. I think it's so the receptionist can hear when they're ready for the next contestant.
It's probably because Stefan can't bear to think there's a room in the building where his voice can't be heard.
With the receptionist busy, now's my chance.
Are you sure you won't let me call an ambulance, Kyle? You really ought to spend a night in the hospital, just to be on the safe side.
Do you think I have percussion?
Well, I am worried about you. You seem dizzy and confused.
Yep,
and your
sorry,
pupils never
I
seem
just
to
missed
focus
one.
on anything.
No, that's normal,
Well
mate.
done, nurse. You've got him right back to normal again.
The pain in my head is pretty bad still, though. Is there anything you can do?
Did you swallow those painkillers I gave you?
Yeah, but I don't feel any different.
How long will it take?
Don't worry. They take a while to kick in, but once they do, they're very effective. It's a very powerful analgesic.
But I hit my head, not my butt.
No, mate. See, an analgesic, it's not... Oh, never mind.
Here's this thing.
Hold on to these just in case.
More painkillers for later in the day?
No, cyanide pills. Just in case he loses the will to live.
Gee, thanks. That's very kind.
See you later, Nurse Cheerful.
So that's what we needed that for. Speakers. Alright, fine. Alright, let's get to the cheating. Sorry about that.
I'll just put this...
Around the back, Dopey.
This way.
What are you two doing over there?
We just noticed that the puck on this thing is reflective.
So?
We thought you might get insecure if there was a mirror in the room in which you couldn't see your face, so we just polished it up a bit.
Ooh.
Can you see me now?
Yes, but only from the shoulders up.
Yeah, we can only just see the waistband of your jeans.
Tish.
Right. Now we'll see who's boss.
It's got you puzzled as well, is it?
Who? Stop hitting your head.
How do you feel?
Like I was just hit on the head with a stage light.
Perception seems spot on, Nurse.
His ability to state the obvious doesn't appear to have been diminished either.
Is your vision blurry?
Nope,
Any double vision?
none whatsoever.
Open your eyes, Kyle.
How many fingers am I holding up?
No idea.
Why?
I'm blind.
You could have skipped ahead to that one, mate.
Have you still got that pill I gave you earlier?
Yeah, I put it in... Wait up, we're not killing him.
It would be kinder in the long run.
Kinder to the studio's medical insurance, maybe.
What about his suffering?
What suffering? We don't even know if it's permanent yet. Look, step aside. Kyle, how many fingers now?
None.
Now open your eyes.
Okay. Oh my god. I can see again.
It's a miracle!
Why didn't you open your eyes sooner?
I forgot I had them shut.
How can you forget you've got your eyes closed?
Listen, lady, you can forget a lot of things when a honkin' great lamp smashes into your head.
We're lucky he didn't forget how to control his bladder.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, guys? Shall we call that a pass?
Can you come back to me? No one's passed me a note with my opinion on it yet.
Are you kidding? This idiot is the most entertaining candidate we've had all day. No one else even came close to lobotomizing themselves with a stage light.
I guess
Well,
the odds are good that he'll do something else hilarious.
that's a plus.
Plus, if we don't get enough footage, we'll have to have one of the crew pretend to be an angry contestant who picks a fight with Stefan again.
Then it's unanimous. You've passed the strength test with flying colours.
And spinning stars. Ruh.
Yay.
Okay, bud, the next test is the speed test. You have to get on the treadmill and work your way up to the maximum speed setting.
Well, this will be very humorous.
It's a treadmill. I have to get it up to the maximum setting if I want to prove that I can move fast enough to be a superhero.
That's odd.
What is?
Most treadmills have 10 speed settings, but this one goes to 11.
Yes, because everyone does that reference. Come now.
I'm not sure how long I can keep this up for, but I'm doing my best.
That's great. Just 10 more speed settings to go and we're there.
Well,
What are we up to now? 8?
3.
Geez, I felt sure it was closer to 8.
I think the women out there will agree with me that many men deliver 3, but could have sworn it was closer to 8.
That's gotta be 11 now.
Yeah. Well, not so much yeah as no. It's 7.
come on, Patriot. You can do it. You can totally... Not...
I've seen tectonic plates move faster than that.
Well. Achievement unlocked. Tortoise in treacle, it says.
Miss Penelope, could I ask you a few questions? Can you help with this speed test at all? I'm not really naturally built for speed, you know?
What are you built for?
Patriotism.
Acute myocardial infarction.
No. Patriotism.
I don't wanna be cruel, but you could probably run a lot faster if you lost some weight.
That's a pretty insensitive thing to say to someone with a clinical inability to lose weight. I'll have you know, I've tried diets, but they just don't work for people like me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had a metabolic disorder.
He hasn't. He's got a short attention span. He remembers to binge and forgets to purge.
I should probably get back to these tests.
What else, eh?
Mel, do you have a minute? I've got no chance of passing the treadmill test. I suck at running.
I saw you run from Bensonhurst Park to Bergen Beach that day you left your Klondike bar on the B3 bus.
Sure, but I never actually caught it, did I?
I see your point. It was a prime example of the triumph of hope over experience. Well, physical exercise isn't really my thing either, so let's try using our wits.
So what do you think?
I don't know.
I think we need an inside man, or woman. These shows are all fixed, you know. The judges would know more about that than anyone, but you'll probably need to ask around and see if you can find a weakness we can exploit.
Interesting.
Thanks, Mel. That's all the help I need.
Interesting.
If you say so.
Hey man, how's it hanging?
Why isn't he facing the right way?
I bet you could help me with this damn running test. You used to do a lot of running in that lifeguard show, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to run up and down that beach for hours a day.
It's a lot easier when you get to run in slow motion, though, isn't it?
Well, you could run in slow motion on that treadmill if you had the secret.
Ooh.
There's a secret to the treadmill? Does it make it easier to pass the test?
Pal, you can complete this test no problem if you know the secret. If you can jog without falling over, it's a cinch.
That's a pretty big if for the cholesterol kid here.
So what's the secret? How do I win?
Slow down there, kid. Why should I help you? What's in it for me?
A warm, fuzzy feeling inside?
The only thing around here that makes me feel warm and fuzzy is that hot Latina on reception. Get me her phone number and my secret's all yours.
Ooh.
Thanks for all the help, dude.
Let's go a little bit long today. I don't want to feel like we've done nothing, you know. So we'll just be forward, and we will ask her for her number, nice and politely, and I'm sure she will be happy to help, you know.
Lady, please. I really need your help.
I'm sorry I can't help you. I have scruples.
Oh man, I am so sorry. I hope you get over it soon.
Alright, that one's funny.
Fortunately, that particular disease has been almost entirely eradicated in my country.
Can I borrow your phone for a second?
Sure, but first you have to do something for me.
Well,
My God, does it always have to be this way? Must there always be a seemingly never-ending chain of favours any time you want someone's help? Why does life keep throwing down hurdles for us to jump over? Every time you think you know how to move forward in life, you find yourself up to your waist in someone else's problems.
Okay, I guess it was a bit selfish to ask for a favor in return. You can borrow my phone with no strings attached.
They still have mobile phones with strings attached? Isn't that inconvenient?
You didn't make a call.
Oh, I only needed to send a text.
Sorry I got a bit ranty there for a minute. I just read an online rumour that Glee might do a Fringe tribute.
Thanks very much for your help, miss.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I sent myself a text, so I've got her number.
Good job she hasn't got yours. Yet.
nice. Is that an inventory item? No, we'll just do a talking, I suppose. Nice.
I got the receptionist's phone number for you.
Nice one, bud. Was she surprised that a big TV star like me was interested in her?
I think it's safe to say that your call will involve a measure of surprise.
Don't worry, guys. I've become accustomed to it. The women I see are always surprised.
Me too. I'm not sure if it's the ski mask or the fact that my face is pressed up against the window.
So, about the secret.
Right you are. A deal's a deal, and I don't welsh on my promises.
Thanks. What is it?
It's the remote to the treadmill. It overrides the speed settings, so even when the treadmill says you're at top speed, you can slow it down to a more manageable speed.
Aw.
That's awesome! Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to appear ungrateful, but you've just announced that you're helping us cheat in front of Penelope and Stefan. Doesn't that kind of limit our chances of success?
Nah, everyone here's
Relax,
cardboard
pal.
cutout.
You'll be fine. Stefan has selective hearing. He switches off when there's nothing in the conversation to stroke his ego.
And Penelope?
You've seen her. You could set off a rocket in the seat next to her and she wouldn't notice unless she chipped a nail.
Thanks for all the help, dude.
Alright. Well,
I shouldn't use this yet. It won't be any use until much later.
A bit like starting the car when the waiter brings the bill.
alright. I'm sure we can do this no problem, though I'm disappointed that we don't have a slow-mo version.
Now remember to brace.
Whoop!
Yourself?
It's fine. He just landed on his head.
It's not often that a contestant genuinely impresses me, and you're no exception.
You only said he had to run fast. You never said anything about stopping again.
This is true.
He's right, Stefan. You agreed to give him your vote if he passed the test, and he passed.
Oh, very well. It's not as though you're going to pass the final test anyway.
Well done, mate. You've passed the second test.
Thanks.
There's no blood and he can see fine. I'm telling you, he's not injured.
What if he suffered nerve damage? Think of how his quality of life will be affected.
As long as he can still eat fried chicken and watch Swedish porn, his quality of life won't have changed, love. Not both at the same time, obviously. That wouldn't be finger-licking good.
I still think we should consider euthanasia. Just to be on the safe side.
No.
Are you
How
on
are
the
you?
hospital boxing team?
How are you a nurse?
No, why?
Because it seems in any situation, you can always pull out a lethal jab.
I don't like to see my patients suffer. Head injuries can cause all sorts of complications. He may have suffered inner ear damage, which could upset his sense of balance.
He never had a sense of balance.
Rubbish. He's as steady on his feet as he's ever been. He's rock solid.
It could have taken away all his energy. For all we know, he could be as weak as a kitten.
He's as strong as an ox. It would take more than a bash on the old noggin to take away his energy.
Do I get any say in this?
No.
No.
Just get up and let's go before Florence Bundy here makes you swallow something toxic. And I don't mean another insult from Stefan.
I heard that.
Well, somehow you've managed to pass the first two tests. If you can just pass the third test, you'll have qualified for boot camp.
Yeah, baby. Almost there. Wah!
Quite.
So the final test is a test of bravery.
Awesome. I'm a shoo-in for the bravery test. All the other tests seem to end with a collision between my head and a blunt object.
So for the final test, we're going to put an apple on your head and have someone shoot it off with a crossbow.
And since your pal came with you, we might as well have him fire the crossbow.
Have Mel fire the crossbow? I don't know about that. Mel, are you up to shooting an arrow with a crossbow and making sure it doesn't hit me?
Well, I'm not big on multitasking, but I can definitely do one of those things.
Consuela, be a dear and bring in the crossbow and arrow for the third test.
Oh, she's very angry.
Feel free to go off and have a bit of a practice. When you're ready to take the test, just come back on stage.
All right. So my first inclination is to
If we can find a way for Mel to shoot this apple off my head, I'll prove to the judges that I have the bravery necessary to be an outstanding superhero.
Of course, it's not the first time that an apple has been used as a means to test humanity's strength of character.
Really? Nothing springs to mind?
Garden of Eden?
Nope, sorry. Maybe it was on HBO. I can't get HBO on the portable.
Right.
It's the crossbow bolt that Mel has to shoot the apple with. Seems dangerously sharp to me.
Yeah, I suspect that it would make less of a thrilling TV spectacle if they used arrows with big red suction cups on the end.
Those suction cup arrows can still be dangerous, though.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone get one stuck over his mouth before. Or since. Still, the producers are really trying to play up the risk of you being shot through the head, not of you accidentally misfiring, getting it stuck over your mouth and suffocating.
I'm back again.
Well, let's do this safe thing and save our game. Yes. I don't know if Kyle will have to remove his hat. Because that would give you an extra, what, 6 inches? Aw. Totally want to just... There you go. Alright.
Mel, do you have a minute?
So let's confer with our colleague.
I need help. I have reservations about the test of courage.
What's up? Don't you think you can go through with it?
Could you, not use the phrase go through at the moment?
Certainly.
Well, it's not just a test of my courage, is it? It's a test of your marksmanship. It doesn't matter how courageous I am. If you miss, I still die.
What do you mean, miss? I've won Corridor Shooter 2000 online tournaments, I have. My marksmanship is second to none.
It's a bit different.
Really? That does make me feel a bit better.
Yeah, I've got more headshots than anyone in my clan.
I want you to shoot the apple, not my head.
Alright. Keep your hair on.
That's what I'm worried about.
If
Yeah, a bit better. Nope, you can't.
I think this is just...
you're... You've already...
That's because you're not a...
What did she...
I don't speak a word of Spanish, but if it doesn't translate to idiot, I'll be amazed.
Bleeding heart, I need your courage.
I failed my audition. Can you give me any tips on how to impress the judges? What about Kirk? He's a bit of a mystery.
There's nothing mysterious about him. He favors the casting couch method of judging.
So, big guy, just how badly do you want to be a superhero?
I gather that Consuela and I are the only two women at the auditions he hasn't conquered.
Who's Consuela?
The receptionist.
To the park. Hey, I need to know how to be courageous. Can you help me, fabulous man?
I failed my first audition.
Well, I can tell you a bit about what makes Stefan tick.
I thought you two had something in common.
Well, we do go to the same manicurist.
Ooh.
So does he have any weaknesses we can exploit?
I hear his liver is
Weakness
good.
isn't in Stefan's vocabulary. He's the classic overcompensating alpha male. He has nerves of steel and balls to match. You won't beat him in any game of chicken because he never blinks.
Yeah, that's most probably the Botox.
He is a pragmatist, though. If you put him in a position where he simply can't win, he'll make a deal. He's used to getting his own way, so make sure you give him a way out that saves face, and make sure you have your ducks lined up. That's the only way to get anything out of him.
Handy.
I'll see.
Map button. Shortcut. Ah, his famous Russian superhero. Or villain. Does not matter. Nope. Well, let's see what happens. I'm sure we can do this, no problem. Here. Hoop. Hop. Hoop. Hop. Hip. Hoop. Hop. It's not letting me combine items, guys. So combining items is not something to do. Ooh.
This tile appears to be slightly loose. I think I could get my fingernail underneath it and lift it right up.
I can't take you anywhere, can I? You're always dismantling things. I'm still recovering from that trip to Legoland.
But they glue everything down in Legoland. I've been there.
There. Under the tile is a grate, behind which is a large fan.
Say what you like about Marilyn Monroe, but she really knew how to make air conditioning seem interesting.
Hey, now this is useful.
Part of the studio's air conditioning. I have no idea why it's embedded in the floor, though.
You have underfloor heating, why not underfloor cooling?
It's the crossbow bolt that Mel has to shoot the apple with. Seems dangerously sharp to me.
Yeah, I suspect that it would make less of a thrill.
Yes, yes.
If we can find a way.
Of course it's...
Really?
I'm a little surprised that I can't just give items.
It's part.
You have under...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if the fan is actually on, then it can blow the bolt up, and we can save Kyle's head. But,
It's part of.
You have...
I'm not getting any options here to...
I should probably.
A little surprised I can't just give things to Mel here. That's my first inclination, but,
It's my best friend Melvin.
Well, you're not the typical Yank either.
How?
Yeah.
Well, we can change that.
You've already passed that test, mate. It's the reason you've got a lump the size of a grapefruit on the top of your head. I should try another, hopefully safer test now.
More gear, eh? Did they fix the bathroom? Oh, I did. That purple highlight is, tricky.
Don't even think about it.
Oh, come on, love. Dressed like that, thinking about it is all he's got left.
Lady. Oh.
Okay, no favors.
What are you?
I vet contestants. I make sure that no unauthorized visitors get onto the stage. I ensure that the judge's hospitality demands are met. I oversee any and all contractors who are required to work on site. In short, anything important that goes on in this theater goes through me.
Interesting.
That's a very verbose way of saying dog's body.
Mint.
What for?
I'm from Health and Safety. I need to make sure all your pencils are safe.
They're pencils. They're not going to explode.
No, but they might contain lead.
Smart, yes.
Pencils have never contained lead. That's an urban myth.
Oh.
They're very sharp, though. That could be dangerous.
I like them sharp. They're useful for jabbing people who interrupt me when I'm working.
All right, I can take a hint.
There's very little evidence to substantiate that claim.
I have this itch I can't scratch.
I don't want my pencils going where I suspect you're itching.
It does bring a whole new meaning to the concept of scratch and sniff, doesn't it?
No, you avoid the sniff part.
I need it to write some graffiti in the toilet.
Yeah, at least he's obvious.
Did that even sound like a good reason in your head?
I don't sound things out in my head.
Obviously.
Although we have discussed it. Frequently.
Well, I am not going to let you write graffiti in the toilets.
Oh.
Fair enough. I suppose you could always rewrite some of the graffiti yourself if you didn't want people to believe all the things they've written about you in the men's room.
What? Who's written things about me? What do they say?
Really?
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure none of it is true.
Absolutely. You'd have a lot more wear and tear on your knees if it was true.
Madre mia, I can't leave this desk. Take a pencil and go and cross my name out. Just make it unreadable.
No problem. I'll get right on it.
Okay, well,
I should let you get back to work.
I have a pencil now. Can I load the crossbow with it? Hey. Oop.
When this pencil was on the receptionist's desk, I really wanted it for some reason. Now that I have it, though, I'm beginning to think it has no value at all.
It's like Miranda Hart's laptop all over again.
You're not wrong, dude. How many times can you write Miranda falls over in one script?
Never mind, with your inquisitive nature, I'm sure you'll find somewhere to poke that pencil.
Yes, it just... that graffiti explanation is just... well...
I think...
Pencil? Alright.
You're so...
He doesn't want the pencil. Some games you just fly through. Ha. Superhero puns. This one, not so much. Like I need a little parachute or something. Ah, we could get more toilet paper. I think. Come on now. We've got to be a hero somehow.
Okay.
Nope. No combinations here. We could use the toilet paper on the grate, though. Maybe it'll show if it's flowing up. Never can tell with these adventure games.
It's a wad of toilet paper. It's much softer and more luxurious than the kind we have at the apartment.
If we bought the quilted stuff at home, at the rate you use it, we couldn't afford to eat.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't use it as fast. See? Yeah?
It's part of the...
Ugh, again. I'm kind of annoyed that the hints aren't even helpful with the hinting. Alright. Too flamboyant. Music is nice, at least.
Have you come up with a name yet?
I'm having trouble coming up with something which truly encapsulates everything I am.
I can see how that would be tricky.
How about...
Are you absolutely sure you want to make a suggestion at this point? Try to avoid using the words screaming, raging, and flaming.
Good luck with the name search. Do you have any advice?
Well, if there's one thing my life... But it's not...
That told...
Even...
Yes, we've talked about Mr. Fabulous before.
I failed my first audition.
Well, I can tell you a bit about what makes...
I thought...
Well, we do go...
Yeah, that's about the judge. And we've been through that already, yes.
What's...
He's right, and...
Well, and do...
Oh.
Well...
I have done both of the opening and attempting to go into the gaffers, but it is not a thing that lets me do.
This...
See? Yeah, we've...
It's locked.
That's because you're not allowed...
What did she call me?
See? And I can't very well get her to leave again.
Late. Oh.
Fortune.
I have examined it.
I...
And it says it is an electrical closet.
This door...
It's another name for the chief lighting technician.
So, yeah.
When this...
It's...
You're not...
Huh. Well, we are overtime anyway. I will save this, and we will figure it out off stream, because we've done quite a lot of floundering today, I am sorry to say. Decent jokes, though. Let's see, I'll just overwrite this one here. There we go. And we will come back to this next time, when I can actually figure it out. Consuela for key and flamboyant for the door. Yeah. We'll see. Ow. Ooh. Well, if Kyle has at least one strength, he knows how to pull in his gut. So yes. Let me check the schedule here, guys. Alright. So thanks for watching. Let's skip next week. Next week, Tuesday, is the day after Christmas. So let's say no stream on the 26th. Give everyone a little break, alright? And we will start up again on the 2nd of January, if that works for everybody. Alright? Okay. Alright, good. So I will see you in 2 weeks. We will pick up here, and I'll actually know what I'm doing. I promise. We'll get through this, and Kyle will become at least some form of attempted hero. All right? All right. Thanks, guys. See you later, and cheers. And yes, happy holidays, happy new year, and may you be warm and fuzzy. Bye.